If you've ever applied for a job and received the email, thank you for your application, unfortunately, blah, 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 then you know how painful a rejection can be. After several rejections, many people begin to question themselves. Maybe I'm not qualified. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'll never get the career I want. But here is what I want you to remember. A rejection letter is not a verdict on your potential, no? It is simply one employer's decision at one point in time. Your career is a journey, not a single, interview. So one thing you should know is that rejection is feedback, not your identity. Many people internalize rejection, and instead of saying, oh, I didn't get that job, they start saying, I'm not employable. Those are two very different statements. One describes an outcome, the other attacks your identity. A company rejecting your application does not erase your education, your experience, your skills, or your ability to succeed. Never let one hiring decision define, how you see yourself. Then point two, every rejection reveals an opportunity to grow. Every rejection can teach you something if you are willing to learn. Ask yourself, does my CV need improvement? Could I strengthen my interview skills? Am I applying for the roles that match my qualifications? Is there a certification or skill that would make me more competitive? Successful professionals don't view rejection as the end. They view it as a feedback for growth. Growth is what eventually separates those who give up from those who get hired. Then the other thing is the right opportunity values what others overlook. Not every employer is looking for the same person. One company may reject you because they are looking for someone with different experience. Another company may see your background as exactly what they need. So remember, you're not looking for just any job. You want the right fit, right? So sometimes rejection protects you from ending up in a workplace where you wouldn't thrive. Then, don't stop applying because of one no. One of the biggest mistakes job seekers make is quitting after a few rejections. Some people stop after 5 applications, others stop after 10. Meanwhile, the person who eventually gets hired may have submitted 50 or even 100 applications. I told you of a girl who submitted over 1,000, So persistence often makes the difference. Every application increases your chances of, hearing a yes. Then the other thing, build your career while you wait. Don't put your life on hold while waiting for an employer to call. Continue investing in yourself, take online courses, earn certifications, volunteer, network with professionals. That is how you will get, the so-called connections. Attend career events, update your LinkedIn profile, practice interviews. The more you develop yourself, the more valuable you become in the job market, So don't just wait for the opportunities. Prepare for them. Then the last point I would say, comparison will slow your progress. It is easy to feel discouraged when you see former classmates getting promotions or announcing new jobs. But everyone has a different career journey. That is what you should know. Someone else's success is not proof that you failed. Focus on becoming a better version of yourself rather than competing with everyone else. Your breakthrough may simply have a different timeline. So here's my final encouragement. If you've been rejected recently, I want you to hear this. You are not your rejection emails. You are not the interview you did pass. You are not the opportunity you lost. You are a professional who is still learning, growing, and becoming more prepared for the right opportunity. So keep improving your skills, keep refining your CV, keep practicing your interviews, keep networking, and most importantly, keep applying. Yes, because one yes can change your entire career, my friend. So remember this: rejection does not define your potential, and it will never define your potential. It simply redirects your journey to other opportunity that's meant for you. Bye bye.